Welcome to Shaftman TV. Just enjoying a coffee. We're going to have a look at the Man United versus Crystal Palace game coming up. Got tickets, looking forward to it. Going to do a vlog with my main man Ryan from In the Red. So we'll have a look at some team news. United captain Harry Maguire made his return during the 3-2 win at Arsenal. Against Arsenal on Thursday, both Nemanja Matic and Wan-Bissaka were dropped. Matic missed out due to a hamstring injury, and Wan-Bissaka suffered a hand injury against Chelsea after colliding with Callum Hudson-Odoi. Luke Shaw was absent on Thursday evening as he'd been struggling with concussion, and it remains to be seen whether he'll return for the visit to Palace. Pogba, Cavani, Raphael probably all out. Palace are waiting on the fitness of Joachim Anderson, and James McCarthy and Joel Ward are probably out. United form guide. United obviously beat Arsenal thanks to 2 goals from Ronaldo and 1 from Fernandes. Ronaldo has actually, as you will know, netted his 800th and 801st first career goal, and he obviously struck the deciding penalty. Palace were in midweek action. A late penalty by Rafinha, Leeds, saw them suffer defeat with only 1 minute to spare against Leeds at Ellen Road. Palace are now without a win since the beginning of November and are currently 11th in the table after 14 games. They had a pretty impressive early season wins against Tottenham and City, and have proved that they're a quality team. They've definitely gone up a level since Vieira's taken over, and obviously the standout player there is going to be Conor Gallagher. He scored 4 goals, 3 assists in this campaign, and he looks like a real player, to be honest with you. Obviously on loan from Chelsea. That youth system there at Chelsea looks really good. So, well, as I've touched upon, they've actually improved quite considerably. Previously, it's pretty safe to say that Zaha was their standout player, but now they've got other threats in the team. Benteke looks like he's returned to some type of form that saw him earn a move to Liverpool. You've got Conor Gallagher in there, got a lot of energy, arriving in the box late. He looks a real player. And obviously in defence, they've upgraded that defence. A player that I thought was vastly underrated was Joachim Anderson when he played at Fulham. I think he's a quality player, and they've done well to get him. And he's obviously an injury doubt, but I think he's a real upgrade. And they've also got the guy from Chelsea. Is it Gaya? He also looks good. So it looks like they're trying to play through the thirds and feed balls into Zaha, and obviously feed balls into Benteke. So I think that Crystal Palace are no longer a walkover. They're actually a good team, and they're going to easily, comfortably finish mid-table, and they might do more if they stay clear of injury. So this is not a straightforward game for United. United's form obviously has upticked in the last 3 games. You've obviously had draw away to Chelsea, beat Arsenal at home, and beat Villarreal away. Carrick, 3 games in charge, done a good job. This is Ralph Rangnick's first match in charge. I don't know what he can change. He's got 1 training session. He gave a press conference on Friday morning, so he's basically got probably Saturday to train lightly, but very little he can do. So I don't envisage a big departure from the team that beat Arsenal. I think that Wan-Bissaka might come back in, but Dalot will consider himself unlucky because I think he was probably the best player on the park on Thursday. I was really impressed. It's the first time I've watched Dalot in the flesh and thought, yeah, he's a player. He played well. He got to the byline, and that's what United need to do, especially at home. They need to get the fullbacks up the pitch to the byline. Tellez had an okay game, so you could, in theory, have the same team, but Thursday to Sunday turnaround, it's not a large turnaround. If you think that you probably have Friday off, and then you've got 1 day before the game, Saturday, to basically train. So yeah, my predicted lineup: De Gea will keep his place in goal, world-class save against Arsenal, he's back to his best. Injuries aside, we're going to say Tellez at left back, going to say Dalot continuing at right back if I was in charge, and I think Maguire is going to be in there, and Lindelof will retain his place. I don't really know what you can do with the midfield. Like, Matic is injured, so you've really only got 2 midfielders there. You can probably say you've got a third one in Van der Beek, but I think he's gonna try and put Fred and McTominay in there, push Fred a little bit forward into the 8 position, Bruno in front of them, and I wouldn't be surprised if Rashford gets dropped, actually. It's actually one of the worst performances I've seen in the flesh from Rashford against Arsenal. He looks off the pace, he's just not moving properly. Yeah, Sancho, impressed with Sancho. Ronaldo's got to play, but I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Martial comes into the team, or if Rangnick maybe changes it up. He has used in the past a 4-2-2-2 system, and if you're playing with Telles and with Dalot, 2 attacking fullbacks, you might be able to play the defence I mentioned, and then Fred and McTominay as a 2, Van der Beek and Bruno as a 2, and Ronaldo and Sancho as a 2, and then have your fullbacks pushing up. So it's hard for me to predict what team Rangnick's going to play. I don't think he can do much. This is a hard game for United, but United have got a run of about 10-12 games now where really they need to pick up almost maximum points to try and save this season. We're 12 points off the top of the league. I think we're something like, we're quite away from the top 3. The top 3 are separated by 3 points, so you need to go on a big winning spree to try and get in touch, even if it's just to get into the top 4. So these home games are must-win games. United must come out of the traps firing. I think also something that Rangnick said that was really interesting was that United need to control matches more, and United haven't controlled games for a long time. And prime example against Arsenal, you 2-1 up at home within 4 minutes. I think it was 2-2. They've equalised. A team like City would kill you. Like, you're not even going to land a glove on them because they know how to kill the game. So this is another level United need to get up to. But regardless of that, United should have too much for them, and I back Ronaldo to score again. He just can't stop the man. He's got 800 goals. I wouldn't put it past him if in his mind he wants to get 1,000 goals before he finishes. So he's going to have to play another 4 seasons maybe. But yeah, he's just a goal. He's just a machine of a player. Unbelievable player. So yeah, I think that United will win. United won't keep a clean sheet here. The defence is just too porous. But United win 3-1. Ronaldo on the score sheet. And I'm hoping for a good performance. And obviously December now, we've got 7 games in December. So I expect some squad rotation because the calendar's unbelievable. If you can get to the start of January in like touching distance of 4th place, then I think that's been a good December. But let's see. Please comment below. Tell me what you think United's, what the score is going to be. Do you think Palace might win? Do you think United are going to win? What lineup would you go for? Would you try and get Wan-Bissaka back in the team? Would you put Van der Beek in midfield in the 8 position? Please comment below. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers.